Hello and welcome to Circle People's first review video. Kind of refreshing, right? Full disclosure, I was contacted by HUION and they asked me if I wanted to do a review of this tablet. And as we wanted to expand the kind of content we do here at Circle People for quite a while now, I thought this would be an amazing opportunity to start. Before we get started, I also want to say that this is not a paid review. I, Poised, or any other in the Circle People staff does not get any monetary gain from doing this review. Now, this review will of course be made with those players in mind, but the tablet does support most graphic applications, with some of them listed on screen right now. The tablet comes in a nice but simplistic box. Included in the box is the tablet itself, the pen, which does need an AAA battery in order to work, which is not included, a 1.5 meter USB to mini USB cable. Why they made the decision to use mini and not micro, nobody will ever know. 4 nibs with a nib remover, and also the usual driver disc and user manual. Now let's get into the technical side of things. The polling rate of the tablet is around 200, sometimes a bit more, whereas a Wacom Intuos has around 120. This does make quite a big difference for me, and when I switched from a Wacom tablet with around 120 polling rate to the HUION H420 with its 200, I, as a former mouse player, instantly felt more comfortable. The higher the polling rate, the less delay there will be from you moving the pen to the cursor on screen moving. If you want a comparison, a gaming mouse usually has around 1000 polling rate. The resolution of the tablet itself is about 4000 LPI, which means lines per inch. This makes it so it doesn't skip any pixels or movements while you're playing. The actual play field / active area is a bit on the smaller side, around 10.2 times 5.8 centimeters or 4 inches times 2.3 inches for our American viewers. The reading height of the tablet is around 1.5 centimeters, not that high, but there shouldn't be any problems. You can, however, if you want, extend that a little bit if you hover by removing the nib of the pen. Now, let's take a closer look at the pen itself. It's the one thing I know most people have a gripe with. And now, this is all preference, but I myself like the heaviness. I feel that it makes my aim more stable, I guess. The pen uses one AAA battery, which, as I've said, is not included. This makes the pen a bit heavier than, for example, the Wacom pens, which doesn't use any batteries. But it also brings a little bit of customization to the pen, in the way that different batteries weigh different amounts, so you can choose if you want it a little heavier or a little lighter. I noticed this myself when I started playing with the tablet, because first I used a really heavy battery and then that stopped working, so I used a really light one, and I had no idea what happened first, why I was playing so bad suddenly. The pen itself feels really good. I like it. It's very compact and you could call it premium. It has 3 buttons. 2 of them are on the side of the pen where you grip, and these you can change to do whatever you want. I'll talk more about that in the driver part of the video. And the other button is on top of the pen, and it's the power button, and it's in the shape of an eraser, which I think is pretty cool design. It's like a real pen. All of these buttons have a really satisfying click to them. I'll just play it up here. One thing I noticed as a drag player is that the first week or so the nib will act a bit like a spring whenever you push on it. It doesn't really make any difference in aiming though, at least not when you have constant pressure, but it does feel a bit weird. Now onto the tablet itself. It's nice and compact. It doesn't take up a lot of space on your desk. I really do love how it looks like. It's really clean and nice. One problem that comes with it being very small though is that it might get hard or uncomfortable for some people to find a place to rest their hand, and if you don't have anything to level the edge with, it can pretty quickly become even more uncomfortable, and yeah, it can be a big problem for some and well, a small for others. I myself didn't really have a big problem with it, but I do know friends that have had really large issues with this. And another thing I found a bit irritating as a dragon player is the light. Every time the pen touches the tablet, a green light is turned on. I just don't understand why. At least give me the option to turn it off. And there is another weird thing I noticed the first time I used the tablet. It's something I've never really thought about before when I've used another tablet, but dragging on this tablet makes quite a loud sound if I compare it to what I'm used to. And yeah, just listen here, I compare it to two other tablets. Now let's take a look at the drivers for this tablet. Unfortunately, it's not much to hang in a Christmas tree. It does the work, but not efficiently or in any good manner. It is pretty lightweight and easy to install, but that's kinda where the good stuff ends. I have had problems with it not detecting the tablet, which led me to having to replug it several times, open and close the drivers, and so on. Half the time it would start spamming me pop-ups that the program is already running, and the other half it would work and actually open up. It does let you customize what the keys do to 100%, which is very nice. All from behaving like mouse buttons to just simulating all the different keyboard buttons, including combinations with Control, Alt and Shift. And you can even just make them not do anything at all, which can help some grip types. And also, surprisingly enough, something for the people that draws. And it's just something small to change brushes in the programs they use to draw, but that's pretty cool. And then comes the pen pressure test. I don't really know what it is, and I never got it to work at all. So yeah, nothing more to say about that. And now we come to the dreaded area settings. There is no mercy here. If you want to find a new comfortable area, you will have to go by trial and error. If you come from another tablet and want to replicate the same area, I suggest just drawing the area out on a paper, placing it on top of the HUION, and then fine-tuning the area until it just matches up. There is no good way to do this, unfortunately. Hopefully HUION will release an update this somewhere in the future. Hopefully. Now we're at the end of this review, and this is actually a good tablet at a really good price. There are some minor problems with it, but they're really minor. If you want to get into it more and try playing with a tablet, I think this tablet can be the right choice. Thanks for watching this review. I hope you liked it, and I hope people are okay with us branching out a bit, trying some different content. If you did, there will be another review coming soon, and also after that some totally different kind of content from what we usually post. So hopefully you look forward to that. Bye.